Welcome to Stretch and Strength. I'm Mira Cook with Battery Dance, and we're about to start a 30-minute class that will wake our body up as well as make us stronger and more flexible. You can use a rug, you can use a yoga mat, you can use a wood floor, anything. We're going to do a little bit of lying on our back though, so maybe a little bit of cushion will be nice. Let's get started. I'll put on some background music for us. Let's start standing first. Just walk your feet until they're in parallel, right underneath your hip bones. Should be about 2 fists distance in between your feet. And we want the space between the big toe and the second toe pointing forward in front of us. Just take a couple knee bends, aiming our knees right over our second toe. Start to draw in your lower belly a little bit. That'll support our back. Start to think of relaxing your shoulders down. Big breaths. And we want the lower back to be easy and long. Take a hand and give your shoulders some squeeze. Keep going, it's a little too loud. Squeezing your shoulder. Give yourself a massage. Lift your shoulder and then squeeze it. Take a breath in. Take a breath out and let it fall. Again, lift it so the muscle is contracted. Squeeze it. Let it fall. Last time, lift it and squeeze it. Look side to side. Look down and up. Take a big breath in, dropping it. And now just feel your arms hang and notice if there's any difference in the feeling of the arm that we just worked on or not. Let's try the other side. Lift your shoulder up, squeeze it. Let it fall. Lift it up, give a squeeze, breathe in. Breathe out. One more time, lifting it up, squeezing. Turn the head side to side. Down and up. Look forward, breathe in. And let it hang down. Hopefully that released a little bit of tension. We want to feel like our arms are hanging long, like we have big long monkey arms. Shake out your hands a little bit. Let's just twist our wrists. Reverse. Imagine you're twirling big pots of spaghetti in front of you. Let's take the top of our hand and just give a gentle stretch to the front of the wrist. And then flip your palm forward. A gentle stretch to the inside of the forearm. Other one. Front of the wrist. Twist. Inside of the forearm. Walk your feet to about 10 and 2, like a duck stance, still as wide as your hips. We're gonna just take our squat warm up. So squat, we're just bending the knees, we're keeping the spine the same. We just lean a little bit forward, and then we come up. We're gonna land like a helicopter. We're gonna hover, and then softly land, and then we'll just float back up. Keep your middle supporting you. You can think of wrapping your middle in, braiding it in towards your spine. One more time. So keeping our spine still, and we want to feel the inseams, the backs of the thighs, and the butt. So tell those muscles to turn on. This time we're adding the arms. Arms go out. Shoulders will go down as the arms go up. And then we come back. Shoulders go down. So do the hips, but the arms come up. And we keep our spine still, and we're going to use our butt and legs. Lift with your legs, right? So we're just practicing a motion that we can integrate into our daily life if we want to pick something up. We don't want to change our back too much, we want to use our support system that's stronger, and we'll keep our back from getting injured. Let's just do one more. Nice, back to parallel. We'll just do a side stretch and a couple roll downs. Point your thumb backwards, one arm comes up, but there's a space between your shoulder and ear. Now we're gonna plant down through the foot, and we're gonna reach up through our head and away, elongating the side body. Breathe in, breathe out. Drop the heel down and come up. Other side. Get tall, plug the shoulder in, lengthening from the top of the head. Kind of reach up from the underneath your scapula. Breathe in, breathe out, come back up. First side again. We lean sideways. Big breath. Make sure your back isn't arching. You might need to give your butt a little squeeze to get your pelvis into the right place. Make space between each rib. Drop the standing heel, come up. Stamping down through the foot that we're leaning away from. Breathe space into the ribs. One more time. Drop the heel and come up. Good, we'll do a few roll downs and coming up. So we're starting by nodding the head. Then we'll curve the upper back, the middle back, and the lower back. Arms hang easy, head hangs easy. Go down as far as you can. Feel free to bend your legs a little bit. It's okay if you can't touch the floor. Shake the head. Now push into your feet and rolling up. Now that we're back to standing, see if you can find a triangle of support in your foot. You want to feel the weight on the big toe knuckle, the pinky toe knuckle, and the heel. That's our support, spreading weight evenly through those 3 points. Think of that as we're rolling forward. Hanging forward, feel free to bend the legs. Big breath here. Let your head drop towards the ground. Press into your 3 feet points on each foot and push, rolling up to standing. Let's do one more time down, up, and then one last time down. Going forward. Big breath. Drop down into your feet points and then press to come up. So we're just giving our spine a little bit of space in the back, decompressing it hopefully. Breathing in, breathing out, and curving forward. This time you can make your way down to all fours position. Find your palms under your shoulders. Find your knees under your hips. Shoulders will slide down away from your ears, and then we'll just pull up our belly button just a little bit. What can I do with this? Maybe like this. Pulling our stomach, closing in a little bit, but the spine is straight. Here's our position. Let the chest drop a little towards the floor. The backs of the shoulder blades will come closer together, and then push the chest away. Shoulder blades go farther apart. While we're going down, we want the ears and the shoulders to stay far apart, and then we push. So we're just kind of warming up the shoulder girdle, right? And we don't want our head to overextend towards the ground, so think of your throat floating up and away. Push. One more time. And then push. Now this time when we lower the sternum, we'll do cow. Breathing in, and then we'll do cat. Tuck the tailbone. Think of the sternum and upper chest arcing up to the sky. Shoulder blades slide down, and then tuck the tailbone to curve. Arching the chest up and forward. And don't, I'm tending to go behind my hands. You want to stay with your chest over the space between your hands. And tucking and curving. One more time, arching. And curving. Lift up one knee, one foot off the ground, and we'll do poodle tail. Wagging our head and butt to one side, and we look over at our foot, and then we go the other way. Wagging the head and the tail. We don't arch or curve, so keep your belly pulling up. And then notice what's happening with the shoulder blades here. They want to be pulling away from your ears all the time. Just notice I have 2 smiley face stickers on my sock from where my daughter left her sticker collection. Let's do the other one. Looking at your toe from one side to the other, side bending, activating our side body. Good, and let's make our way onto our back. Lying with our knees up, taking the smiley face stickers off of your socks. Let's just first hug our knees to our chest because it feels good. You can rock back and forth. Rocking back and forth. Let's rest our feet down and do a few breaths. You can place your hand on your lower abdomen below your belly button. Let's imagine there's a bubble or a balloon inside of our lower abdomen. Let's fill it up with air. And not only does it rise up away from the floor, it also is going to press down into the floor and side to side and up to down. So you want to feel your lower back expanding as well as the front of the belly. One more time, inflating a balloon in your pelvis. We'll do the same thing with our chest. Imagine there's a big balloon inside of our chest and ribs. We'll expand front to back, up to down, side to side. Sternum will rise away from the ground, and the space between the shoulder blades will go down towards the ground. And then it deflates. One more time, and see if you can really feel the back of your body going down as well. Now let's imagine there's a bubble in our head, and we're going to expand it in all directions. Place your hands wherever's comfortable. 3 times, breathing into your skull. Last time. Put your hands by your hips, palms down. We can press the shoulder blades down into the mat, which will broaden our collarbones. Let's also imprint our spine. Imprint our spine means we're pressing every vertebra down into the spine, and we're taking away the lower back curve. So right now we're just gluing all the surfaces to the ground, and you can think long through the back of the neck as well. And we're just doing some marching, so just lifting your knees and keeping your spine, your whole back glued to the ground, the back of your skull. We have pressure into the ground. Just warming up the lower abs just really gently. Next time you take a leg up, leave it. Take the opposite hand. Press the hands and the knee together to activate a kind of cross action. And then put it down. Other side. Press into your palm. Good. Let's do toe taps. So float your knees up to parallel. Shins parallel to the ground. Still pressing into your back and your back of your shoulders. Tapping one toe towards the ground if you can. If you can't go to the ground all the way, just go as far as you can. You want to go as far as you can before your back has to arch and your abs are lost. If that's going easy for you, try a heel tap. It just takes us that much lower, just a tiny bit lower. So we'll have flexed feet now. Heel tap. Slightly more challenging. Press down through the back of the waist and down through the back of the shoulders. This time we're going to take one heel down and the other knee press into the midline. One heel goes down, the other one press into the midline. Let's do 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Hug your knees again, rock side to side. Extend one leg long and the other knee comes to the chest. Big breath, just feeling that long side. Take the bent knee and cross it over your center line as far as you can. Extend the opposite arm. Just gonna do a little twist stretch. And we wanna lengthen the space between the rib and the hip. Breathing. And think of your shoulder blades sliding down again. Come back, other knee comes up, elongate the other leg. Big breath, inflating your whole body. Cross the bent knee over your center and extend the other hand, and we'll just relax here with our shoulder blades sliding down our back. Big breath. Coming back, float your knees at the tabletop one more time. We'll take flexed feet. Extend one leg and bend the other one. And switch. Again, we're pressing our low back into the ground, pressing the backs of our shoulders. Add the pressure with the hand. Press the bent knee into the hand. Bend knee into the hand. Bend knee into the hand. We'll do 4, 3, 2, 1. Put the knees down. Let's rock the pelvis back and forth. Press into your tailbone. And then press into the place on your spine that's right under your belly button. So it gives our pelvis an arch curl. Pressing the tailbone behind the belly button. Can you relax your chest while you're doing this? Now we're going to press into the spot behind our left hip, behind our right hip. So we're giving our pelvis a little tilt. The knees will stay parallel, pointing to the sky. So we're just, and as you can see, it's small movement. It's not a huge movement. You're using the muscles inside of your pelvis to achieve this. We're not pressing into the feet much. Elevating one hip bone and pressing the other one down. Good, relax into neutral. We'll roll up into a bridge. Tuck the tailbone, roll up the lower back, the middle back, the upper back. Activate your butt and your hamstrings. You can touch them to make sure they're turning on. Imagine you're squeezing something between your knees. Breathe in. Breathe out, relax the sternum. Upper back, middle back, lower back. Imagine you have a ball between your knees that you're squeezing. Back to neutral, breathe in. Breathe out, find your feet points again as you roll up. We have those 3 points. One behind the big toe, the pinky toe, and the heel. Pull your butt towards your knees and relax your sternum away from your chin. Breathe in. Breathe out, roll down. Let's do 2 more times. Breathing in. Breathe out and blow the pelvis up towards the sky. Try and relax the lower back. Breathe out to roll down. Keep the knees aiming forward like they're trying to touch the corner of the room. Last time to come up. Now stamp into your right foot and lift the left knee just a little bit, and then put it down. And same thing, lifting the right knee. And we're trying not to let the hips tip, right? So you're gonna have to find your sit bone of the supporting leg and push it up a little bit. Sit bone of the supporting leg lifts just so we won't drop. Up and down. You'll probably feel your butt and the backs of your thighs working quite a lot. Up and down. Up and down. Find your sit bones and butt. Squeeze your butt together and just shift your hips side to side. It's called typewriter. Knees stay parallel. You're still squeezing an imaginary ball between your knees. Hips are just gliding side to side. Find center and roll down. Nice, guys. Rolling onto your side, stack your palms, stack your shoulders, and stack your hips. Make a little bit of space for your neck. We're gonna take the top arm, turn the palm up. We're gonna draw a circle over our head, out to our side, really wide out to the side, and then down around your hips. You can flip your palm down. 2 more circles that way. And when your arm goes overhead, the shoulder plugs into your body, and we can draw the navel in. And then down. Follow your hand with your eyes. One more time. Out over the top, open your chest to the sky, follow your hand with your face. Let's do one more. Breathing. Pull wide, 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 and then down, 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 low around your hips. 3 times circle the opposite direction. Down around your hips with the palm up. Pull the fingers down. Pull the fingers wide. Now start plugging in your shoulder blade as your arm goes over your head and then in front of you. Collarbones are wide. 2 more times, down and around. Draw your navel into your spine. Shoulder blade plugs in. Last time, down, around. Wide, 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 and then shoulder drops as the arm goes overhead. Good. Let's switch to the other side. It's called pinwheel. Stacking on the other side. We do our palms stacked, make a little bit of space. Hips are one on top of the other. Top arm goes up, around with the palm up. Reach way side, way low, and then collarbones are wide as the hand comes in front of the body. Opening the chest to the ceiling, breathing, and then down around. Close your midline. Make sure your lower back is long. Pull with your hand, pull really far down to get a shoulder stretch. One more here. Up, around, and then hands one over the other in the front. Now we'll reverse it. Palm goes up, we go down around our hips. Pull way out to the side. Plug in your shoulder, flip your palm as it goes over your head. 2 more times, down, around. Your waist is getting narrower. And then the last time, pull down, down, down. Pull out, out, out. And then shoulder slides down as we go overhead. Good work. Come to your back. Grab your thighs and then just rock up. Let's do a few rolling down from sitting. First, we want to start by sitting really tall on our sit bones. Sometimes we tend to sit behind them a little bit in a slump. So let's sit really tall. If this is a hamstring stretch for you, you might bend your knees slightly And then push your heels into the mat so that we can feel what up on our sit bones is. When you press down, it helps the pelvis adjust. We're gonna hold an imaginary ball in front of us and squeeze the imaginary ball. We're gonna start by tucking the tailbone, squeeze the imaginary ball, and then also think of a ball between the ankles. We're squeezing in there. One vertebra at a time. We're gonna roll down, arms will go out wide around our body. Then let's roll to our side and come up. Press the heels down, sit up tall. Roll down by tucking your tailbone. Lower back, middle back, upper back. Keep your waist close to the ground as your arms raise overhead. Now roll to the other side and come up. Let's do a few more. Pushing the heels down into the ground, squeeze an imaginary ball, squeeze one between your ankles as well. Press down through the heels, feel the waist close to the ground. Roll to the first side, use your arms to help you up. Roll down, tuck the tailbone. Arms go overhead, you feel long through the lower back and long through the whole body. Roll to the opposite side. Let's do one more time each side. Breathing out. Arms go overhead, press down through the heels. Roll and come up. This time when we go down, let's think of dragging our shoulder blades down as we curve our back. Overhead, and then coming up. Good, let's do spine stretch. Let me see how much time we have left. A few minutes. Feet are as wide as a yoga mat. Sitting up really tall, pressing down into your heels, bend your knees if you need to. We're gonna glide, our rib cage is gonna fold over, but our belly wall is gonna press back, so we have some traction on our spine. So we're going forward with the upper body, but back with the abs and the mid body. And then you come up. Let me do this so you can see me a little better. Again, gliding forward. Shoulder blades pull down, gliding back up. Forward and back. And back up. One more time, forward. Belly wall comes back, upper back extends forward, and then come back up. Same thing but to the side. Hand comes down, thumb points back. We go up and over, ground through the sit bone, and then drop through the sit bone to come up. Other side, stretching sideways. Ground to come up. Stretching sideways. Drop the sit bone to come up. Last time, sideways. Drop the sit bone to come up. Glue your legs together and then squeeze them. Squeeze your inseams. Arms out like an airplane. First, just practice turning just the ribs and pressing the ankles together. And the arms don't move, they just go along for the ride. It's not a very big movement. Twisting, twisting, and keep squeezing the ankles. Now we'll add a pulse and we'll blow twice through a straw. Pass through the middle. Other side. Keep squeezing your ankles. Press down your heels into the floor. One more time. Good. Last thing, we'll make a V with our legs. Press one foot into the thigh, inner thigh. Hook your hand around your knee. Other arm goes up. We'll stretch over the long leg. And let the hook of your hand pull your shoulders down away from your ears. And then tuck your pelvis a little bit. Lots of side stretches today, I'm realizing. Sitting up, we'll do the other side. Hook your hand, and the hook of your hand will pull your shoulders. Your head will extend more, and your shoulders will drag back. Tuck your tailbone a little bit, and let the top shoulder relax down. One last little thing. Put your foot over, Grab your knee and we'll do a sit and twist. You're twisting towards the bent leg. And try to join your belly and your thigh. Shoulders go down. Big breath. Other side, put your foot over. Sandwich your knee to your chest and look around the corner. Breathing in, you get taller. Breathing out, you twist. One more time. And twisting. Shake it out. Hopefully your body's feeling a little longer, your stomach's feeling a little stronger. Let me turn that off. Thank you for joining me. I'm here every Friday morning at 9 a.m. If you are able to, you can donate to batterydance.org. Thanks for joining me.